I've always had a feeling that everything we needed in this life is already available inside of us or around us or within us. And the only thing that we need to do is to lean into those things, to find the things that we need to lean into in order to get the kind of life that we're looking for. I've always thought that the reason as to why we are alive, or the moment we come on this face of the earth alive, we are not distanced from anything that we needed to get to where we wanted to go. There is this concept they call the 6 degrees of separation that talks about that if you wanted to meet the president, for example, of any country, you need to go through 6 degrees of separation in order for that to happen. And it's a theory. But my point is that even in life itself, whatever it is that you do need, the thing that you needed to do is to look within you and around you and find out what you can lean into in order to bring it into your life at the end of the day. And I wanted to talk about turning your purpose into profit. Once more, stay tuned.
Welcome to the Life Signatures podcast with Lawrence Namale. Lawrence is a life coach, author, and keynote speaker who loves to tackle different topics on purpose, productivity, and resilience. His mission in life is to awaken all your boundless possibilities available in you. Life Signatures podcast is dedicated to bring to reality every single person who knows that deep down in their gut, there's got to be more to life than this. And now, here is your host, Lawrence Namale.
So for the most part, we are living our lives as if we are disconnected from the things that we do need. You see, life is made up of a series of connections, either remotely or unrelated, whatever it is, but they start from connections. If you wanted anything in this life, chances are that whatever you needed to get the ball rolling or to get the connections starting is already available around you and within you, or is already available in your vicinity, in your neighborhood. This means that just about anybody from anywhere can start from where they are, and they can start moving towards the direction of where they want to go. So we need to find out, first of all, where are we going? Where do we want to go? And in the podcast we've been discussing over some 2 weeks now, I think, we've been discussing the subject of turning purpose into profit. And we've been saying that purpose is the most common denominator for the human. There is no human that you can find for me who doesn't have purpose, or at least there was no intention for them when they came on the face of the earth. There is no reason as to why a creator will put someone on the face of the earth purposeless. That would be the most cruel thing you'll ever do for a human being. But every human being comes with a mandate upon them, with an intention upon them to do things, to contribute, to impact this world. And it's just by them becoming the best versions of themselves. Yesterday, I tweeted a quote, my personal quote, that says that purpose is basically twofold. Or this life has just 2 things that we're supposed to do. Number 1, to become the best versions of ourselves, and number 2, to impact or to contribute to another person and make their life better. And that's the message of purpose to profit. It doesn't discriminate through color, it doesn't discriminate through ethnicity and so on. It doesn't discriminate gender. Everyone, regardless of gender, color, skin, race, tribe, orientation, whatever, everyone, I do believe they have purpose. They have an intention. And we've been discussing and saying that this purpose can be envisaged in 4 different dimensions. Number 1, there is a calling. I do believe that everyone does have a calling, but people normally think that the only people who are called the religious guys, the religious gurus, those ones who are instructing people, and those ones who have a special assignment like an apostle, like some kind of guru and so on. And if you don't have that kind of assignment in your life, then you're not called. People fail to know that callings are not just religious and not just spiritual. You can be called in the business world, you can be called in the sports arena, you can be called in the entertainment world. You can be called in the education sector, you can even be called in the governance sector. So don't just think that the called are only a few guys. You can be called to be an administrative assistant, and nobody else can do what you can do. You can be called to be an author, you can be called to be a musician, you can be called to just about anything. So the calling is there. Secondly, there is gifts and talents. If you're doubting your calling, at least look at your gifts and talents. And again, when we go there, some people think they don't have gifts and talents because they think wrongly that the only people who have gifts and talents are special people like Lionel Messi, Ronaldo, LeBron James, Barack Obama, and such like big names, Nelson Mandela. No, everyone does have some kind of gift or some kind of talent. It can be a spiritual gift, it can be a natural physical gift or a talent. It can be something to do with the mind or the head or intellect. It can be something to do with the hands, or the just moving, and you're gifted in your body in a special way. Or it can be something to do with your heart. You're passionate about something. And that's the third thing, by the way, that exemplifies your purpose. It's a passion. You could be passionate about some stuff. And why would you be passionate about some stuff and other people are not passionate about the same stuff? It's because it's unique to you. And then we talked about ideas. I can talk about ideas till, let me tell you, the things that we need for us to be successful are already available around us in terms of our calling, gifts and talents, passion, and ideas. The question is, how do we move these things from the realm of potential to the realm of possibility? That is where the purpose to profit thing comes in. And by the way, I've created a course called Purpose to Profit that we're offering out there at the moment. This course is valued at $250, and we're doing it for $30 at this moment in time. If you're hearing this probably for the first time, you need to check this link out. Probably the offer is still there. For this intake, we're doing $30, and then we're going to take it back to $250 later on. But this course is able to teach you to look at whatever is within you, around you, in your vicinity, things you're passionate about, and put a process through it. And through the end of that process, the end result is that you are serving this world, you're contributing to this world, you're having fun in this world as you're serving this world, and you're getting profit out of it. Purpose to Profit. You can find this course from bit.ly/purpose to profit -coaching, and Purpose to Profit is written with number 2 in there. Instead of the letters TO, we have the number 2, so it is bit.ly/purpose to profit -coaching. You're gonna get that course in there. So one of the things that I can tell you is that the wherewithal, that is everything you needed to connect your purpose into profit, is already available within your vicinity. It is already there. You have some gifts, you have some talents, you have some things that you can start from where you are. You know what is lacking? It is one thing that is lacking. It is the power of intention. People never intend to do it. If you do not intend to convert your purpose into profit, you will not do it. And why is it that people do not intend? One of the reasons as to why they don't intend is because they do not have the information or the knowledge. They are ignorant of the fact that it is possible to turn those ideas, that gift, that talent, that calling into profit. And therefore they don't even make an intention. And they're just wishing about it. And the second reason is because even if the wish is there, or the knowledge is there, they are afraid that they are going to fail. And that's a valid, let me tell you something, it is a valid reason. We are all afraid we're going to fail. But let me tell you this, if we will not stake our claim on it, at least go out there and fail, like I've said in the previous episodes, it's not gonna happen. We need to pay the price of failure beforehand, like I've said. Pay the price of failure beforehand and then get started. You're gonna learn some things out of it. But the point I am making, belaboring here, is the fact that it is possible. It has been done very many times. It's been done very many times where people have taken their purpose, and it's not necessarily that special thing, like a millionaire footballer, or like an orator who can speak and the whole world just stands still, or like some kind of basketballer and all those things, or some kind of gifted artist, or some kind of songstress that just chants out titles after titles after titles. That is obvious. But what I'm saying has been done are the other kinds of gifts and talents that are not necessarily standing out, or passions. There's a passion to cook. There's a passion to read. There's a passion to speak. There's a passion to teach children. There's a passion to make difficult things simple. There's a passion to connect the world in one way or another. These things have been monetized. They have become, people have taken these things to make, empires, and sometimes to make businesses out of them, to make profit out of them. The reason as to why many people do not turn their purpose into profit is because they don't get to the level of making a firm resolve and a firm intention and a firm goal, and saying that by the end of this period I would have done X, Y, and Z, and I am the next logical thing, the next milestone that I'm going to do is this and this and that. They don't plan for it, and therefore purpose never gets to come into profit because the intention is lacking. I guarantee you that as many people out there that are jobless, or as many people out there that do have jobs but they hate them, they are stuck in jobs that they hate, they do have gifts, they do have talents, they have purpose, they have a calling, and it is possible to turn that into profit. Now listen very carefully. I am not saying this is 1, 2, 3 A, B, C and it is done and dusted, in a space of 30 days you're already earning it. I'm not going to come up with a podcast that says 40 days to turning your purpose into profit. Listen, I cannot put a number to it, but I can put a process to it. I cannot promise you how it's going to take, because I don't know what guts you have. I don't know what commitment you have. I don't know what consistency you're going to put into it. I don't know those things. But I can tell you the process is there, and the process does work. The input is your readily available gifts and talents, passion, ideas, and calling. That is what you need to put in there. But we also need the software of your guts, software of your commitment, software of your consistency, software of you looking at fear, embarrassment, and shame in the face and paying the price for it beforehand. That's what's needed. But all that stuff coalesces into one major thing, which is your intention. Can you intend it? Can you go for it and intend it? And once you intend it, the rest, as they say, is going to be history. You'd rather do this and fail. Let me tell you, you're going to be richer through failure than you're going to be poor through avoiding of failure. It just goes without saying. So that's it. Intend it. If you know you have a gift, if you have a talent, if you have an ability, if you have something unique with you, something you're passionate about, can you make an intention to convert it into profit? That's where the rubber meets the road. I'll meet you on the other side once you sign up on this course. And we're going to continue talking about purpose to profit even in the next episode. But until then, bye-bye. A special shout out to my mentor Jeffrey Howard of Visionary Business University, found at mastermindmentor.com, who has graciously provided me with the soundtrack and the introductory track to this podcast. Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you for listening to Life Signatures Radio. If you enjoyed today's show, subscribe to Life Signatures Radio on iTunes, Stitcher, or visit our website at lifesignatures.libsyn.com. Life Signatures Radio, fresh, clean, and inspiring.